It's your boy Yink. Welcome to part 2 of Tokyo. We're back. We're editing some video because we need to edit some video. We're gonna be doing a lot of things together. We're gonna do my daily mostly, but we're gonna be filming also. So I'm very excited to be filming with you guys once again, and that is pretty much it. So sorry if you hear me talk, but we have work to do and works to be done. Works to be done. Okay, so next video is what? What is my next video? I don't know. I have no clue. I have no freaking clue.
退屈おとなしくくたばんなこうなったこうなったこうなったおとなしくくたばんな退屈残念おとなしくくたばんなわきまえてますか
Go the fucking board.
退屈わきまえてますかこうなったこうなったこうなったこうなった おとなしくくたばんなこうなったこうなったこうなった
Don't blame Kitty Boy for from another show. It has been Walter having a wonderful day on this. This is December 2024. It is Christmas. Let's do another Christmas style video. Today we're introducing a new playlist. It's not a new playlist, it's actually a subspecies of a playlist. It's a sub playlist. So we've been doing food review, food tasting for a fucking long time. It was one of the first videos I did. It was that's when I started making content. I was tasting it, and then I reviewed my face, and I was like, you know what? I want to do more video with this. I want to do more video in the sense of me talking to the camera. But I didn't know what to say because I was a little guy. Still little. Thank you for pointing it out. It was a little guy with very low self-esteem, very low confidence, and I was like, you know what? I know food. I love food. I have this relationship, unhealthy relationship, unhealthy addiction to food. So if that's the way that I'm gonna get, I'm gonna talk to people. That's the way I'm gonna talk to people. And I don't think, ultimately speaking, that it's a bad thing. Nor do I think that ultimately speaking, it's a good thing. However, what I can guarantee you, is that this is a playlist that is extremely important for me. And if it is extremely important for me, there's a specific reason for that. You know, and that specific reason for that is. In another sense is, okay, well, this was one of the reasons why this is so important to me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to embrace the fact that this was important to me. I'm going to embrace the fact that this had a special meaning to me. And because it had a special meaning to me, then we're going to be applauding the fact and we're going to be embracing the fact that this is a video I should do. So I was like, okay, well, I've been doing some food review for 2-3 years, and although it's crazy to say, it is absolutely crazy to say, but you go to the grocery store and you're constantly looking for food, and you're constantly looking for, okay, well, what can I taste? What I haven't tasted and what I have, and most of the accessible products that are cheap, that are good, that are likable, that are something that I can see myself enjoying, because I could be the asshole that, and I have to come in clean. I have to come clean. I rather do positive content than negative content. That's my choice. That's my perception. That's my vision. And when I do look at a product, I'm like, do I think I would like that? And ultimately speaking, the joy of life is saying new spices. There's a bit of diversity, but there's definitely a fear that I'm gonna get a product that I don't like because I don't want to give out negative reviews, right? There's one of my review that was one of the very early one that absolutely killed me. It was a little mom and pop spot, and they were doing something. They were trying to go big, and it was a little product from home. And instead of being positive, I was negative to it. In my head, I was like, this is disgusting. I didn't say it on camera, but I thought it was disgusting. And I was like, dude, who am I to judge people? What the fuck have I done with my life to be able to judge people? So of course, if I'm able to empower people to taste, because food is something that that join us all together. I know a lot of people that don't like something that I like, and I know a lot of people that like something that I don't like. However, there's one thing that we all like in this food. It's a survival thing. So I've been doing videos, and then I realized that, well, I possibly did more videos than I have left to do. So I was like, so maybe we should move on. But then I was like, you know what? Since it was so important to me, this is something else. So today we're introducing Ink's Guilty on the food part of the channel. Ink's Guilty is going to be a very fun playthrough. Ink is Guilty is going to be a little love letter to food, a little love letter to product that I've tasted before. Ink's Guilty is going to be a playlist, a sub playlist in the food review, where I'm going to be taking a product that I like, and I'm going to be tasting it. And the reason why we're doing that is actually quite simple. I want to taste that product, and I want to be able to say, okay, well, this was good, this wasn't good. Like, now, ultimately speaking, there's no pros and cons. In this one, there's no pros and cons, but it's more so a situation of, I like this, I want to present it in a positive fashion. This is the first episode, so this is something that we tasted before. And yeah, so it's like to be doing something new with food. Not that the food review wasn't pleasing, but I have over 500 episodes, and it's hard to reinvent the wheel when you're doing 500 plus episodes. Anyway, I love you guys, take it easy. Welcome to Ink's Guilty. Don't blink, it's your boy Ink, welcome to the show. Welcome to Ink is Guilty, a playlist or a playlist inside a playlist where we find food that we already tasted that are my guilty pleasure. And the reason why we're doing that is, once again, I want to spread positivity. The reason why we're doing that is because I want to see it. You know what's insane? You know what's really insane? If you look at my content, you see the video called, this one is for DC. So 2 days ago we went to shop for food. If you look at it, it was good until the 5th December. We are the 15th December. So they placed on their shelves sometimes that were not good. It doesn't matter. It's just a small, check your dates. Check your event before dates. There's something about keeping food that is past due that is okay. There's another thing about buying product that is past due, right? That is also special. So once again, in this playlist, we're gonna be checking out food that I've tasted before, food that I like, product that I like. Think about it as a selection. Think about it as we tasted so much food, so we know our shit, and we tasted so much food, and there's picks. It's like the inspiration comes from a very traditional thing. The wine taster. My mom, she likes her wine. She doesn't drink it, but she likes wine, and I like wine also. And me and my mom, we get along so well, but we don't have that much in common. So like maybe I could get that. So I started watching videos on the wine of the year. So I was like, hey mom, I bought this wine so we can taste it together, we can drink it together. And I'm like, hey mom, this won a prize, and I know she'll be interested. I can tell her about video games, she won't care. I can tell her about YouTube, she won't understand. So maybe something, we had in common, which is pretty cool. So I was like, you know what, I should do with that with food. And episode number 1 is going to be about a president choice. President choice, loads of movie nights. President choice, you know that I'm biased towards them. You know that they're one of my favorite brands, one of my favorite Canadian brands. The reason as to why is because they're a bit more expensive, but they go above and beyond to do something that is good. For example, they're going to do something, I'm going to show you the jeans, which is fucking phenomenal. They're a bit more expensive though. They're a bit of a luxury product. Not enough for you to be like, holy shit, this is a month's rent or this is a month's pay, but still at a point where usually your hold on, fuck outside. Usually, look at these bad boys. Aren't they fucking nice? They're amazing. So yeah, so you look at this and you're like, holy shit. I'm seeing this product, right? And this product is... It's weird because President Choice often comes up with something that's more risky. Right now we have rotisserie chicken wings. and it's amazing. But they're gonna come in with a different mindset. They're gonna come in with, you know what, let's do this, this, and that. And what is absolutely phenomenal with the brand is that they're taking risks, but it's temporary product. So for example, we tasted last week, about no, not last week, about a month ago, we tasted jerk chicken. We tasted pork belly. Can't find those fuck anymore, so they're going with taste tests. And something like that has been around for a while. So the first choice is the present choice, which is a brand that I like and that I get behind. See, it's kind of complicated because when you do the grocery, right, there's always going to be this price tag. It's going to be like, okay, I got a budget. It's always going to be like, okay, I would like my grocery to not cost that much because next week I'm going to have to do groceries again. And it's a shame if I think that one week it cost me $200. I'll be like, okay, well, next week's going to cost me $200. Now I just spent $800 in a month, which doesn't make any sense. Even with inflation, right? So then, yeah, the present choice is like, okay, well, I can treat myself a little bit. And with this one was special. This one I would not have given a shit. I would have not bought this if it wasn't to taste food. That's kind of why I chose it at number one. That's kind of why I chose it as this is the genesis of this playthrough, of this playlist. The genesis of this playlist is in a shape or form is something I can get behind and something I know, but it's also something that's a bit risky. So for example, you take a lot of products that I tasted, a lot of products that I love. I'm like, you know what, I can get behind that because I know this product for years. Then this is one of the first, if not the first, but I can get really behind. And I'm like, this is thanks to the evolution of a person that I am with the content creation, and it's something that is akin to greatness, akin to a good memory, akin to once again, it's improvement. It's the open-mindedness when it comes to product. And not that I was not open-minded before, but more so that, okay, well, guess what? You spent literal freaking years, right? Thinking, okay, you know what? This doesn't interest me. This is not something I care about. This is not something I'm gonna go with. And then you go in and you're like, holy shit, this is kind of special. This is really something. This is really something because I want to make you guys happy. And if it wasn't for you guys, I would not make a sacrifice. So enough talking. Enough of the yapping. Let's go with the products once again. We got chocolate. Loads of movie nights. I don't know why President Choice they often use the word loads. Maybe some sexual innuendo because we know sex sells, right? So I was a bit prettier at Sell My Feet. So I'm excited. I haven't had these in a while. But my memories of these are amazing. Look at it. The chocolate bar, thick as fuck, sex cell. But what I like is here. I have this almost aversion, this almost addiction to a rougher product against sex cell. And you're like, holy shit, this is kind of cool because once again, you touch them and you're like, wow, this is cool. This is another texture, and you understand that the chocolate bar itself is gonna be crunchy because of that. One of the crunchiest bar is Toblerone, and I think Toblerone was the genesis when it comes to this, when it comes to having a rougher bottom, and how it affects. So people would go for a chocolate bar, and would want silky smooth chocolate. It was like, yo, if this chocolate isn't silky smooth, I don't want it. I don't want it. And then they were like, you know what? I want to be open-minded a little bit more. They were like, let's taste it. It's so weird. One of my guilty pleasures. My favorite product out there. And it's so good. It's phenomenal. And the first thing that you really taste is the chocolate bar. To me, it almost doesn't taste like chocolate, at least. Mmm. 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 I'm sorry. It tastes hot chocolate. Almost like a cluster you would. You don't know about cluster, right? Cluster is gonna be a bunch of things like cornflakes and a bunch of like almonds and shit like that put into together. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna put chocolate and you're gonna make it in a bowl. You mix it, and you take a spoonful, you take this and you throw it on the plate so it gives up, it splash. It's a cluster. So it tastes chocolate like a cluster. You can clearly see that it's full of things inside. Your chocolate is quality. Now, I'm gonna be weird and admit that I'm not a fan of chocolate. Don't get me wrong, I love chocolate. But I'm not a fan enough to be like, oh my god, this is good chocolate. I don't fucking I don't give a fuck. No. It's better than I expected. Look at the packaging. I'm like, okay. I kind of see caramel, popcorn caramel, right? But the way it's listening is the crystallization of the crystal of the sugar, crystal or glass, it's like sunshine, or light. This is not so special because to me you don't taste popcorn. I'm sorry to say, you do not taste popcorn. You taste the corn, you taste the kernel. It is a very sweet kernel, so you possibly had this snack. You possibly had a snack before. It's kernel that you take the kernel and you don't do it as a popcorn, but you do the popcorn and I think it's like fried, right? And then you taste it and it's like, it takes the kernel, but it's also really crunchy. That's what they feel. They feel like this was a cooked kernel, but sweet. There's nothing like it. Because you almost expect this, you almost expect this buttery salty popcorn. Well, instead you get this buttery sweet popcorn. You're like, wow. Delightful. You're really great. And I think contender. And I basically repeated myself. I don't know what you're saying, Ink. This is stupid. Nobody reviewed this 4 times. I look at 300 products. I want a couple that I really like. I'm gonna talk about. I think it's super easy to take a product and say, I tasted it twice. I'm gonna talk about it. Let's go back to it. This is wine. I'm gonna let you guys go. I love y'all. Take it easy. Okay, so. Okay, go up next.
Look me up if you ever get a speeding ticket. My father.
おとなしくくたばんな
Metro. Harry Morgan. You know? Lucky right. Daddy.
おとなしくくたばんな
Really? Oh, yeah. I love it.
退屈
Lucky right. Somebody said that. Lucky right.
おとなしくくたばんなおとなしくくたばんな
Dude, it's the final movie to Sonyverse. It's gonna be a beautiful send-off.
おとなしくくたばんな
Last Sony movies, they were ass. There's no way this is good. At least it was better than Madam Web. By this much, the rush CGI was ass. The plot was not existent. You can't have a Sinister Six movie build up without Spider-Man. This shit was fucking ass. Dude, it's the final. That's how it should be. Definitely the one. A long way from home, aren't you? What do you want? Already know the answer to that.
おとなしくくたばんな
Whoever does he see?
おとなしくくたばんな
Peter! Peter's coming! Be my boys, let's go cracker. What is go cracker?
おとなしくくたばんな
Be my boys, let's go
退
cracker.
屈
Our first text, like where we were like asking each other out on a date.
おとなしくくたばんな
She asked me out. It was crazy. It was crazy. It was crazy. But I went to dinner. And I had no idea. No, I thought yes, it was. I didn't even realize we were on a date. And she was like, "Well, if this, you know, I would have worn something different to this date." And I was like, "Wait, what? We're on a date? I had no idea. No idea we were on a date." We like hung out like 2 days later, and then I was like, "No." I was like, I think she likes me. And then I literally just kissed her. We like before. She's the best.
Oh.
おとなしくくたばんな退屈退屈おとなしくくたばんなおとなしくくたばんな 捕まえたおとなしくくたばんな
So she's in the run. Goodbye.
おとなしくくたばんな
How things go, seasons arrive.
おとなしくくたばんな
Don't blink, get your blink. One touch of competitor show. Today is doing well. On this 15th video, on this 15th December 2024, they were making a special video which doing a little bit of renting. We have chocolate, good chocolate, We have amazing music. We have a game in the background, and this is a more so like a diary. It's an open letter. This is not a video that I was planning to do. It's not a video that I not necessarily want to do, but would have thought about doing, or would have even not about uploading, because it's more so personal. It's more so like, hey, this is me talking to myself, right? Look in time, don't share this, leave you behind. I say in store, seasons arrive. There's a place for me, why do I try? Get back with us, get 85. No destination inside of my mind. I'm taking the pills and the past, I'll be fine. My head just to keep me alive. Keep me alive. There's some garden in the background, because why not? So, this video is called Falling Back in Love with Making Content. Now what you're saying, Ink, are you making this video because you just reached 500 followers on YouTube? Of course that plays a role in the whole thing. Now give me a second, we're about to be pulling. I'd like to say pulling some bitches, but I'm about to be pulling some characters, which is as exciting. Let's fucking go. What do we get, guys? Oh no, why? Oh no, divide is the other side. I fed up for this. Self to the fifth. The side that I miss. That's a cliff. Can you back it up a bit? It's a little hard to breathe. Don't say it don't exist. Codependency is just a word that don't exist. This is a lie. Your distant time. The picture shall leave you behind. I think it's all seasons arrive. Under the pits, why do I try? Shut up then 5. Go 65. On a nation inside of my mind. I'll take pills and the past, I'll be fine. Losing my head just to keep me alive. Keep me alive. We're good. We're done. So, yes, it has to do with me having 500 followers, of course. It's a fucking victory, and a lot of people will see this victory and say, you know what, let's celebrate. I'm the kind of guy that says, you know what, I want more. Maybe that's greedy. Maybe that's me being ungrateful. But I will not stop. I won't stop. And the video being called Falling Back in Love with Making Content is absolutely one of the most important videos. Not the most important for you guys, but I need to have this conversation with myself. This time I'm gonna have this conversation with myself. Usually when you talk to yourself, right, people will look at you like you're crazy. So I found a solution. Talk to yourself and make a video, that way you don't look crazy and you're actually working towards something, because maybe someone out there is feeling the same thing that you are. Just maybe. So, lately making content has been really hard. Now, I could tell the reason, but I'm gonna be repeating myself in other video. But at the same time, fuck it, because I think it's a complete video. So lately I've been falling out of love with making content, which is a less of a good video to make, right? And the reason why I've been falling out of love with making videos is actually quite simple. Oh, you got some French songs to be singing in French. This is a diary, so in my diary I would write songs. So you had this part of Faut que je me soigne, des flashs, des yeux y'a des lâches, but je suis des lâches. Non, tout ce que j'ai pas fait, et tout ce que j'aurais fait, qu'est-ce que je changerais? Je te demande pardon, le plus grand monde. L'air de temps, je suis de temps. Eu l'incendie, je me suis caché dedans. Je plus sur le tour, tout manque merde. Un zombie. Enfin, je me suis sauvé, je me suis caché dans un cauchemar. Elle est morte toute vie dans mes larmes. Dans le futur, c'est un bout de moi qui part, merde. Ça, ils peuvent pas le voir. Bientôt, il n'y aura plus rien. Je laisserai juste une liste noire. Hey, j'attends tous les jours que le soleil se lève. Je vis que le temps qui l'arrête là. Et y a rien qui l'arrête, non. Yeah, so I've been falling off love with making content, and the reason is very simple. I've been focusing for 9 months, making content, and to a point where I wasn't sleeping, to a point where I wasn't going out, and the point where I lost friendship because people wanted to talk to me, and I was just like, fuck you, I don't want to talk to you, I want to make videos, right? And I don't think this is nice. I don't think this is how you treat people. But this is how I treat people, and I could lie and say no, that's not true, but it is true. I treated some people like shit because I wanted to make content. I had a person, DZ, was there for me every single day, and he was there for every single day for months and months and months. And then there's one day where he's like, I want to talk to you, and I'm like, I don't have time. And that's what the shitty thing to do, right? Or I could also say that I was making content to a point where I wouldn't sleep 8 hours every single day, and in my mindset I was just like, fuck it, I'd rather work as hard as possible for 10 years. See, the question is, what if I told you that you had 30 years left to live? What if I told you? La lumière reviendra. And then I asked what would you do, right? You see, I want to go out and have some fun and go to trip, but you don't have the cash, you don't have the means to go there. Or maybe you work hard enough in your life to realize that you have 30 years of your life left, and maybe you should enjoy yourself a little bit. I don't know. It's just plus haut. Bless les bras. And then there's another reason why I fell out of love making content. I don't want to attach with people. When you're in a position where a lot of them are freaking haters, you know, and you're asking yourself like, oh, why am I dealing with those fucking people, right? But at the same time, it's very human. It's very human in the sense of, okay, well, I have to deal with these people, and sometimes I'm gonna have good interaction, and my interaction is good for nothing to my face. You said you don't with me. You call me good for nothing, a waste of space. Don't remind me, I'm minding my own damn business. Trying to find me, never left alone then in this. It doesn't surprise me. Do you really think that I could care if you really don't like me? Find somebody else, you could be anywhere else out there. So pray. And I don't even want to see it, and I never want to miss you again. Miss you again. Again, want you happy over and over again. Says you don't love me. Call me good for nothing into my face. You said you don't want me. Call me good for nothing, a waste of space. No to the better way. Don't laugh it away. We don't have the space to upload shit. It's okay. It's okay. Doesn't matter to me. So I have to edit the video, because we have to edit the video. I'm gonna free up a lot of space, but I can't free the space if I can't. I have to upload video. I don't know what to delete. Okay. So long story short, right? I was falling out of love with making content, and it felt more like a core. It's like, why am I not doing as much content? And you can see in this summer, and a lot of people would say, oh, you produce too much content. Oh, you film too much today. You film too much. You film too much. You film too much. But I don't understand. You want me to film less, to upload less, but this is my video. This is what I want to do. If you don't want to follow, that's not a problem, you know? If you don't want to, if you think, c'est que me demander qu'est-ce que je suis, j'avais peur de qui j'étais, maintenant j'ai peur de qui je suis. Des Lima, le soldat, je vais au Choloc. Take care, though.
ワン試し切りで
Elle me demandait qu'est-ce que je m'en vais. Elle me demandait qu'est-ce que je suis. Avec de qui j'étais, maintenant j'ai peur de qui je suis. Non, j'ai pris. Ma vie tourne ainsi. Ok, ma vie, j'ai l'impression que j'ai rien appris. J'avais demandé où je m'en vais. C'est me demander qu'est-ce que je suis. J'avais peur de qui j'étais, maintenant j'ai peur de qui je suis. As well. So yeah, so I was feeling like I was giving out a lot, and ultimately that was my choice, right? It was my choice, but I burned myself out. I actually burned myself out, and I'm the kind of guy who's very stubborn. I'm the kind of guy who's very passionate, right? And I spent 9 months just barely looking for work. I looked for work here and there, of course, but I actually actively started in autumn, in August. I'm sorry, and I started in August, and it was probably too late. Not necessarily too late, but when you don't understand that I left my job at March, you're like, holy shit, what did you do during those months? But I filmed, right? And you gotta burn yourself out, and you're like, no, I'm gonna pursue this dream. I'm gonna pursue this dream, and I'm gonna die trying. I'm gonna make it work, or I'm gonna die trying, right? And this is really the mentality that I have, the Osher mentality. I don't do sport. I don't feel like I'm competition. I don't give a fuck about competition. I don't give a fuck if I'm not as good as somebody else or somebody here. Je me demandais où je m'en vais, c'est me demander qu'est-ce que je suis. J'avais peur de qui j'étais, maintenant j'ai peur de qui je suis. Non, j'ai pris pour que ma vie tourne ainsi. Longtemps où je m'en vais, j'ai l'impression que j'ai rien appris. Je me demandais où je m'en vais, je me demandais qu'est-ce que je suis. J'avais peur de qui j'étais, maintenant j'ai peur de qui je suis. Dans quel tournant ma vie tourne ainsi. Longtemps je ma vie, j'ai l'impression que j'ai rien appris. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, so you realize that you see, I'm not competitive, but that's a dream. And for the first time, and I made this video before, but for the first time I was like, this is what I want to do. For the first time I was like, this is a person that I care about so much, I'm willing to die for it. I never had in my life, I never had a person, which possibly made me a bad person. I never had a person, I never had a project where... As well also, une vraie carrière. J'ai des tours pour ma mère. Mon père. Holy shit. Vous êtes fiers? Bro, I'm sorry, I'm not focused because I got music, but this is the first time in a long time when I'm doing perfectly fine. Let me celebrate a little bit. And again, this is a diary, so it doesn't matter. J'ai 15 ans. J'ai sur le monde de l'argent. Avant. Depuis longtemps, rien à s'entendre. Je vais writer. C'est d'enterrement. J'étais en dedans. C'était le curse que j'étais en temps. Non, mais je vais die, no, je vais fight. This is as well, a fucking amazing French Canadian artist. So you're like, okay, guess what? I've been doing this content and I kind of felt out of love, but again, the stubbornness, the fact that I was willing to die for it. See, I spent my whole life working for people, and I like working for people because I'm like, dude, I get to survive, I get to work, but I don't take decisions. I don't need to be the boss. I don't need to break my head. If you want me to lift something from left to right, I'll do it. I don't care. I don't have to think about it. And I never had a passion for any single job that I had. Did I have a job that I liked? Absolutely. Did I have a passion for what I was doing? No. Did I have some emotional attachment to the work in itself? No. Did I have emotional attachment to the company itself and the co-worker? Yes. And this is the first time when I'm doing something where there's no co-worker. And then l'argent. C'est important. Jamais je vais die, non, toujours je vais fight. And you're asking yourself, like, maybe this is it, right? And then you feel tired, but you're seeing motherfuckers out there that are working twice as hard as you. And you don't understand how they can do it because you're out there working 10, 11 hours a single day. and like, holy shit, I need to work more, I need to work more, I need to make put in. And then you're burning out, but you're like, I'm such a good run. The algorithm is so on my side, and I'm doing so good. All I have to do, this mentality of I'm doing so good, right? I don't need to do better. I don't need to do worse. All I have to do is keep doing the same thing over and over again. Every single day, you read, you drink, you do so many things as a routine. You do so many things that you don't even realize, and you're like, this is part of the routine. All I have to do is keep that routine. But now I realize that I had like a shutdown, turn me down. Well, what the fuck I'm trying for? Product by I don't remember who produced it, but it's Ninetales. Chasing time. Ninetale, baby. Super person if you prefer. Let me down. And you realize that it's extremely unhealthy. You take a step back and take, in hindsight it's 2020, so you take a step back and like, holy shit, I can finally understand what I was doing. I was going out, but once again, you'll give the fuck am I at? There was one more setback. No, okay, whiplash. No, I should get back. Maybe I should get back. I know I should go back. Fuck it. Not, I used to love this song, but this song is too emotional for me right now, and we're making a video that is happy. See, I would go out, right, and I would go out, and I think I'll be guarded for they're off alone without you, without you, without you, without you. I don't mind when I sleep all alone without you, without you, without you, without you. I think I'll be. So you see, you're going out for the record, right? And technically, I was so proud of myself because I usually don't go out, but I was going out to make content. I went out for Halloween, which I was so proud of myself because usually I don't go out for social events, but I went because I wanted to make content, and it's an amazing thing. But you understand that the leading force in your life for the last 9 months, and then the antidote. I think I found another road. Tell me no can hope. I think to find a way. Heard of all these dark days. This song fucking healed me when I was suicidal. Oh no, thought I'm too shallow. And took to my burn too shallow. And come to the brother too shallow. Down to the shallow. Your kiss is my remedy. I don't wanna stop that. Just believe I know that you're mad at me. Things on the place like every day. I think I'll be better off alone without you, without you, without you, without you. See, so for the 9 months, you're in a position where anything that you do is led by this one force, right? So let's compare it with another special period, which is 9 months. And this other period that is 9 months is literally a pregnancy. So you're gonna have a mom that's waiting for a baby. You're gonna be the first for 4 months, and I'm gonna have a kid. So the whole time you're like, we're gonna have a kid, we're gonna have a kid, we're gonna have a kid. And yes, you're putting effort, and yes, you're stressing out, and yes, it's killing you inside. But there's a reward at the very end, which is a kid. And that kid will be the leading force in your life. It will be the biggest source of pride and happiness. And at the end, I was running on fumes, and the fumes together, big together. Those that I can't remember. Milk is melting quickly. I'm still wishing that you're with me. Just you. And you're like, I've been led by what? I've been led by my own perception of the amount of work that I have to do. And of course, when I had this mentality of maybe I'm working too hard, maybe I'm putting in too much effort, I was like, no, you're 21 years old. A lot of people are shutting their 19 years old, right? You're seeing amazing people like Tyson off, you're seeing people like ISO Speed. I cannot be 23. ISO Speed, 20. And those people will be most successful that I'll ever be in my life. Now, am I aiming to be as big as them? No, but understanding that there's people out there that literally grew up with that shit, and that's their whole life. There's competition is steep. They're like, okay, well, I need to put more effort. The reality is, I was eating, sleep, dreaming content, and it was amazing. But there's a certain point of time that it takes toll, right? And I think out of stubbornness, I think out of habit, I think out of complete denial. I was like, no, function stall, discontinue. And then I had a shutdown, which would happen I'll be completely honest. It happened in October. I was supposed to make content for Halloween. You saw me wanting to do some video with a mask. You saw me doing videos for horror story. You saw me doing video for writing horror story, and I kind of really pushed myself there, and I was like, I was so excited. Then I fell into not necessarily depression, but a breakdown, a mental shutdown, a little burnout, right? And I was like, holy shit. And the worst thing is, I was looking for work, but I was looking for work in a sense of, and find a job, but I'm so fucking tired. I didn't take a little break, right? And I was going into work, and things are better off this way. Wish I never knew my name. Wish I never said hi. You got really cute eyes. Die when you kiss your face. This way. Get out of my way. Oliver Tree, Baby Yuke. Sick of you. You don't mind, you're gonna kiss your way. Cause you do it again. And you fuck up my friends. In my head. And I've been led. I want you out of my life. I think of all of your lies. My mind, you do it again. You start to pretend there's nothing insignificant. Look in my eyes, you say goodbye. You fucked up mine, if you wasted my life. You treated me wrong, I'm so glad you're gone. Why can't I move on? Hey, you make my heart break. Still I can't escape. I tried and I tried, but I'm left dead inside. And you're killing me slowly, without even knowing. The love is a cost, and both of us lost. Way too long. See, into the skin, into the end. None of us are gone. I tried and I tried. Not of us to find ourselves. So take to my stomach, but I don't if you love it, cause you do it again and you fuck on my friends. No, we fell out of love, and I felt like I was pushing myself, and I was going to work, thinking, dude, I'm so tired from making content. But then you're like, no, don't stop, never stop. And for 9 months, I didn't stop. Now, did I need to stop? I think I did. Did I need to stop? Was very a question of perception, a question of self-opinion. For example, right? Somebody tells you. You did enough, but you still actually have some. Or somebody tells you, hey, give me one more push-up, right? And you're like, no, I can't. And maybe it's lazy. Maybe it is admitting defeat. I don't like though. I don't like though. Mine, I don't like those. I goes on and on because you drew it again. And you see, and now. I'm in a position where I'm focusing on getting work. I'm focusing on living life a little bit. Christmas is coming, and it's kind of nuts because, and again, I don't know what it says about me. I don't know what it says about my past self and my current self. It's a constant battle between my past self and my current self. You know, it's who do you become, and are you becoming a worse person or you're improving? And if you're becoming a worse person, you have to stop it, right? But if you're improving, then you have to continue. So last year, at the same exact time, I was working. And at the same exact time I was working, and I had 2 weeks off to make content. I was like, I want to make content, I want to make content, I want to make content. And the worst thing that happened during those 2 weeks was the first week I was fucking sick. So somebody gave us a pass on a sickness. I don't know what it is. And because they passed on the sickness, the first week I couldn't work. So I was like, I got 1 week left to work. And I canceled plan for Christmas for my father. And I canceled plan for New Year with my mom. Because I went to work, which is kind of like an athlete thing to do. I couldn't take 2 days out of the year for people that gave up their own life for me. Can't let you go. And don't make no. There's something me close. And now to I'd rather overdose. Bro. And it's fun because now this year we're coming into holidays, and I really want to see family because I realize that for now they're a bit more important. Yeah, I still have this passion for content, but I didn't have limitation. I didn't have a clear set. No, this is a no. See, I spent my whole life, right? I spent my whole life saying yes to everybody, and saying yes, I will do it. Yes, I will do it, and being almost submissive in the sense of you just gave me shit, you just insulted me, but that's fine, right? Yes, I'll help you. Yes, I forgive you. Yes, we'll still be friends, and that's not a good way to act. there's nothing wrong with saying yes. There's nothing wrong with being submissive. There's something wrong with accepting the abuse, right? A hero. Okay. Good up. But so when I spend my whole life saying yes to people, I have to say yes to myself. No. Let's rewind a couple seconds and say when it's time to say no, and I've never been able to say no. When it's time to say no to myself, I can. So I put in so much work. I'm putting in so much effort. I would film videos and have a movie play in the background so I could recap the movie. So I have constant work. So you've seen this video and you're saying, why is the guy singing so much? Why is he not serious? Why is he not focused? Well, for 9 months, I didn't listen to music. The last 3 years, I had put music aside to focus on content creating. And music was my life. Music was my life from 12 to 28. And then I started to go to make content and I didn't care about music anymore. There was so much more, so much better out there. And I missed music, and I missed what I was feeling. And then you have this kind of blockage, right? And you have kind of this burnout, and you're like, should I make content again, right? And see, at the very end, I was taking breaks every 2 weeks. I was taking a break, and that's not normal, right? And then you take a step back and you realize that, okay, well, maybe I'm not happy with the amount of work that I'm doing every single day. Maybe it's too much for me. You as a fighter, as a person that hangs on to hope, you gotta remember the happiest time of making content, and the happiest time of making content is this summer, watching the sunrise and making videos on the balcony. I miss this so much. We were talking about fucking. But my apologies. Oh, my apologies. We're talking about possibly this July, August, far from now, you know. To Creature, my favorite song. Guardian once again. Guardian, underrated artist. Underrated as fuck. It's 3 o'clock, time's running out. I let her sleep, then running about. I'm depressed, how to get out. And I started listening to music again, and I started falling in love with making content again. And the reason why we're trying to falling in love with making content is actually quite simple. See, in multiple ways, I'm making content, and I'm like, oh yeah, I miss that because this is a part 2 of the job that I have. This is a part 2 to taking care of my health. This is part 2 of just being normal, enjoying normal thing in life, wanting to go out with friends, talking with friends, you know? See, you wanna know how I knew that I was making too much work? The truth? 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, okay? I started playing the game. That game was called Trailer Park Boy Greasy Money. Now, I'm a fan of Trailer Park Boys. I've always been a fan of Trailer Park Boys. I'll always be a fan of Trailer Park Boys. But in 2 weeks, I made 62 parts. Out of those 62 parts, 43 of them are 1 hour long. So in 2 weeks, I put in 43 hours of the game. That wasn't in the plan. That's not stopping me making music. That's not making this video. That's not stop streaming. I'm doing this on top of it. So I realized that I was doing too much, and there's a certain power to me saying no to myself, and I wasn't able to do. So the fact that I'm falling in love with I'm depressed, how to get out. See, the power and me falling back and making content is understanding that I'm now able to say no, ink, that's too much. And because I'm now able to say ink, that's too much, I'm able to say to put some boundaries. I think that's the problem that I have. For the last 5 months, I didn't have boundaries. I didn't have boundaries for myself. I didn't put set limits. I was free falling. I was on a fucking, and I mean this in the most positive way, trying to. I was on a tight rope in the air, and there was no safety nets. And I was just walking. And the illusion here is absolutely phenomenal because you're on a tightrope and there's no safety net. If you fall, you're gonna die, right? You're not technically gonna die because it's all in here. But you go in and you walk on a tightrope and you walk and you're like this. Sometimes you're losing balance and you have to set yourself back, right? And then you're walking and then you realize that you're looking back. There's no building. There's no safe spot. And then you're looking ahead and there's no safe spot. You're like, holy shit. I can't rest here because I'm gonna fall. But I cannot go back because there's no point in going back. And then I cannot go forward because there's no point in going forward. So what the fuck do I do? And I don't know. The truth is, I don't know. So now I got into a building. A safe building, which is family, which is work. That's a safe building. The first floor, family. The second floor is, I'm not pretty, maybe I'm just fine. I'm not the belly, and I'm not the hum. I'm the silly of all the other ones. Yeah. See, and that building, right, comes with a built-in net. And that net it's not about going to the jump rope again. It's going to the jump rope and having a safety net. Having a safety net in the fact that I have people surrounding me that are fucking amazing. Like, the people that are amazing are my safety net. That music is my safety net. So that I can go to work and just forget about making content for a couple hours a day. The fact that I have parents. My parents are phenomenal. We're gonna make a video of how lucky I am to have my parents right after this. And I'm extremely grateful to them. I'm extremely grateful for what they have sacrificed for me. I'm extremely grateful of every single thing that's going on in my life, because at the end of the day, this is the leading force in every single thing that I'm not taking care of, but every single thing that I envision doing. I envision doing A, B, and C, but the way to A, B, and C is safety first, right? So you see, when you're learning the alphabet, you don't start with Z. You start with A, B, and C. And during those nice months, I was like, you know what? I don't care about A, B, and C. Give me an E here. Give me an F. Give me a G. Give me an H. Give me an L. Give me an O. Give me a Q. Give me an R. Right? Then you're free falling, and I was free falling, and you fall to the ground, and you realize that, oh yeah, the ground was actually nice. Now, am I falling? I'm falling back in love with making content, but it's more so a video of me setting boundaries, and I want to hold myself responsible. I want to hold myself accountable for the mental health, because I could be blaming a lot of people for my mental health. I could be blaming a lot of comments for my mental health. I could be blaming people that abandoned me, or some people that I thought had my back but didn't have. But the reality is, the mental health, or my mental health issue, was caused by my own self, and I'm taking full accountability, and I'm saying I did too much, and that's my fault. So anyway, that's all I'm gonna have video. Love you guys, take it easy. Happy holiday. Tell us you love what you love them, because you never know what's gonna happen. Anyway, take it easy. Guys, we're gonna be stopping this video. I'm gonna be starting another one.